Welcome to Where You Live. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. We are at the Puntledge River. Joining me is Stephen Watson from BC Hydro, and we're going to talk about summer safety on the water. So one of the biggest concerns, because you have how many dams up the...
Well, we have the Comox Dam, which holds back water in the Comox Lake Reservoir, and then we have about 4 kilometers downstream the Puntledge River Diversion Dam, where water, it's a penstock to the powerhouse 5 kilometers downstream, which is just upstream here. And then we have a fish habitat flow down Stoughton Falls and Barbers Hole. So flows can change for various reasons. This year, we actually have an abundance of water supply. And right now, we actually are releasing a bit of water because of mid-June or with the snow melt and some wet weather that we've had. But with continuing through into June and July, this year, unlike others, like tubers, which will float by here, this flow is at least double what they're used to. And so what that means is when people get in there with their tubes, and there can be up to a couple thousand people a day that enter the system off Powerhouse Road, it's just the hazards that exist with flows like this, and there's woody debris on the edges of the river, and that can create a big hazard.
Now, is there also a bit of an undertow in the river?
Well, there is, and really about a foot of water can knock an adult down in terms of flow. And so people, even when you're wading out, whether you're at Stoughton Falls, raised like that, a foot of water can knock you down depending on the speed.
Wow.
So the river hydraulics and the currents, and you don't really see it in the surface, but underneath, absolutely. You need to be aware of that.
So looking ahead to end of July, August, anticipating hot weather, that's what they're predicting. So how is that going to affect the water flows? Well,
the flows in the river, we'll be able to generate some power because the reservoir's full. And going through July, certainly there'll be generating power. Into August, September, we'll see what happens. Could turn really dry all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But going through July into August, the river flows will be higher, I think, than normal, so people should be aware of that. The other side of it is we have a siren system for our dams, for unplanned flow events and things of those nature. And we have a new system we just upgraded. We follow the Canadian Dam Association guidelines. It's a new sound. People get used to that. Hopefully it doesn't go off too often. But that'll be implemented this summer too to provide that extra safety awareness, so people, so should something happen in the river, people can hear it and move out of the river when that takes place.
All right. So what does it sound like?
Well, it's gone from an air raid siren to the audible sound danger, river levels rising, to a whooping sound.
Cool.
And so it's a whooping sound, and it's better angled so it's in the river and not to just get people near the residents, but people are still going to hear it and get used to that. So
cool. Well, Stephen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And have a great summer.
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
You're watching Where You Live. We will be right back with an update from Sue Wood on Nautical Days.